All right. Hey, everyone watching it. DJ Christofferson here, Bridge Profits, loan officer, and I am the program director here for Loan Officer University with Bridge Profits. And we have a special guest today. And he's going to do a little bit of interview style, asking some questions here. He's a loan officer, client of mine. Just before we started to record, he shared a little bit of his background or what he's been doing and such. But Paul, I mean, if you can, just share with everybody who's been watching. What did it? I mean, obviously you're a loan officer now, but kind of share your backstory, where you're at, and yeah, to the present.
Paul Deibler. I work for Severn Savings Bank. It's just a local bank here in Maryland. I've been in the business for 15 or 16 years. I initially was at AmeriQuest, kind of got into the business in the subprime refinance market, and I did refinance for a good majority of my career. Really just over the last few years, I've gotten into the purchase market and referral partners. Obviously, rates were going up, market was changing. We could all see it. So really worked hard over the last few years transitioning to a local referral-based company. I've been a non-producing manager almost my entire career. So just last June, I started originating myself. Margins were shrinking, business models were changing. So to make the same amount of money I was making before, I really had to just change and adapt with the market and start to originate. I was always very good at marketing, so I had to transition from doing, mailers and live transfers and internet leads, lending trees and such, to going out and building relationships with agents and, using, at first I was just dialing the lending trees and lead points of the world, trying to dial purchase leads and take those leads out to build relationships with agents. But, those leads were terrible, so it was really tough. To put it nicely. So I started doing some co-marketing relationships, things that you teach to stay away from.
Yeah.
But, Zillow and Realtor.com, Boomtown and things like that. I still have some of those relationships going and do really well with some. You just got to find the right agent team to be successful with, which is key.
Yeah.
And so I've been originating for about a year. My first year, I averaged about $1 million a month, which wasn't bad. I was happy
solid.
with that. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'd say over the last 6 months, since I really joined your program and started putting a lot of the things that you're teaching into play, my personal production has skyrocketed. I'm going on my fourth or fifth month now at over 2 million.
That's killer.
And over 2.5 million each month, actually. I haven't broken through 3, so I've been right in that 2.5 to 2.8 range every single month. I have the same type of month set up next month too. And it's all from just getting out, building relationships with agents. I'm using the listing leads as a foot in the door, and really been able to build some solid relationships with some big agent teams around here.
Awesome.
I still do marketing relationships. I have one group that I do Zillow with, and he is an animal, and I probably fund 700 to $1 million a month just with that guy.
Yeah.
And then I've been using the listing leads to kind of build relationships with new agents. And we've just started using the aged lead tactic as well, which is working really well.
Yeah, and those are really great too. Is those age leads, which we won't get into details on, but like for those realtors that have been spending money on Zillow and such, is because their conversion for the most part is terrible. The big thing with me, when it comes to co-marketing, it's like you said, it's great with the right opportunity, and if you have some sort of control over the process of how the leads are being worked, or have some input on it, because as you know, most agents aren't going to put in the right effort, and it's necessary to convert.
Well, we have a team here. I have a couple LOAs that help dial leads and text the leads, and we actually use sales message to text a lot of our leads, and we are all under a team now, so I can see the conversations going from my LOAs to the clients and with the agents, and us controlling the leads and dialing and reaching out and set just the agents' leads and setting them up adds a lot of value as well.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we're trying to find not just the ways, that you've suggested in adding value, but trying to, use our team and our own ways to add value to our agents as well.
Well, heck yeah. You're doing the two things that realtors want most, is they want more business and they want more time back in their life, and you're providing that value. That's killer. And so, like, what would you say now, like, percent of your business is directly from realtor relationships?
100%.
100%. Awesome.
Even like I said earlier offline, even the refinance that I had this month was a referral from an agent.
Right.
And I do get some personal referrals from the clients, but so maybe not 100, but maybe 90 to 95%
I get you.
are referrals coming in from agents and relationships that I have with agents.
So it might really those database or those referrals from current clients is more like gravy on top. It's not the meat of your business, and
Correct.
so you're just getting predictability. I mean, you're closing 2.5 million a month now from your realtor relationship. Excuse me. That's awesome, brother. I got some more questions here too. I just want to jump in and so I think you kind of shared this, and if you can just kind of articulate, like, what was it you doing exactly to generate realtor relationships before you started working with us at Bridge Profits, and then what was it like getting those relationships once you started working with us?
Well, I didn't really understand how to get realtor relationships beforehand. I was just it was kind of luck of the draw. I was sitting behind my desk working, and maybe I'd run into a realtor. I'd hit some, FCAR, Frederick County Association of Realtors. There's some, events that they have at night. So I wasn't really attacking new relationships. I really didn't have an angle. A lot of the business I was doing at first was just kind of lucky.
Yeah.
Had a couple relationships since joining Bridge Profits. You guys have really trained us how to go after agent relationships. We didn't think about getting a realtor list for Frederick County or Montgomery County, the counties around us. So we reach out to some different title agents and some brokers. We were able to get the entire 2017 production list with all their phone numbers and all that stuff. So we start targeting the right agents. So that's been great. Just learning how to target them, learning how to call and email and follow up.
Yeah.
I created some different emails on products explaining them, and I would blast them out to a ton of agents just to brand ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Using Facebook and LinkedIn to like and share posts. And even though maybe we weren't directly interacting, those agents started to recognize who I was.
Right.
Like their posts, comment on their posts, and they see me posting closing pictures because I'm old school. I like to go to my closings, take pictures, post them on Facebook, so people start seeing who I am, seeing that I'm closing loans, and I'm interacting with them on Facebook, which is the majority of what we do. LinkedIn is just kind of maybe the agents not on Facebook, but it gets our face and name in front of these agents so they know who we are. So then when I'm calling them and we're doing those calls, it's more meaningful. They know who we are. It's not just a straight cold call anymore.
Right.
So all of those things has really helped to grow our business and our brand awareness in the area. So that those things really helped kind of take us to a different level. And then I started working, I'm closing deals, and there's an agent on the other side of the deal.
Right.
So I keep those agents informed. I call them. I email them when milestones change. I go to the closing. So just working the agent on the other side of the deal has been very successful for me as well.
Heck yeah. And would you say that part of it, not just what we're teaching and sharing and learning, but would you say that it's been easier or more confident to go after bigger producing agents because of basically the value you have in your back pocket now, or that you could bring to the table, or has there been any mindset changes? Or
definitely a mindset change. Before, I was a little nervous, maybe a little scared, didn't know what I was really bringing to the table outside of I can close fast, I'll call you back. But
right.
Everyone should, that's the basics. Everyone should.
That's our job.
Yeah, it's our job. We're doing our job. So we're telling you that we're going to do our job well. Well, that's the bare minimum.
Right.
With this, the type of value that we can add with marketing and support and giving time back with my LOAs, helping dial leads, it's just, no one's doing this around here. So the agents are like, you're doing what? How are you? You're going to add deals? You're going to refer me deals? So that's very different in our areas. There's not many loan officers that are willing to spend money on marketing and on their own money and refer deals back to the agents and showed them how to market. So it's just, it's very refreshing is what I've heard from a lot of agents. They're like, this is very refreshing approach that you're taking. This is very different. We really like the way you're doing things. So that has given me a lot of confidence to go out and attack bigger team agents. And
Yeah.
I have a couple guys in my office, one who was part of Bridge Profits, Brian. I mean, he went out, he just landed like a $70 million account or something like that.
Dang,
So,
he didn't tell me that. That's awesome.
yeah. So, I mean, he's dealing with a huge team, and it's all kind of goes back to just having the tools and the confidence to go after those type of accounts. So yes, confidence has been a big factor in, taking the chance to go after these type of teams.
Yeah. I just want to just input because, you were saying that, loan officers, for the most part, and this is my experience, my market, pretty much every market is they try to position themselves. I'm going to close your loans on time. I'm going to do my job on there. But one of the things I can tell from you, it's like you get that, but is like you're a very likable guy. I can just from our conversation get along, and that's also a great foot in the door that you have there. But it's now you're able to take that up just to complete another notch, because people start doing business with people they like. They keep doing business with you because you bring value to the table on there. And man, dude, it's just a freaking weapon. I'm looking forward to seeing just your continued growth, just not just yours, but also your team and it's implemented, man. So we haven't had a chance to really talk. So I just want to say, man, great work, brother.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to be between 40 and 50 million next year. I know Brian wants to be over 24 million. I got another guy, Don. He's trying to, break 20 million as well. So got a couple newbies we're bringing along as well. So we're excited now that we have the right tools to go out there and attack our market, and no one else is doing stuff like we are. So that's the coolest thing about it all.
Awesome.
And we're having fun. We're having a great time doing it, and we're finding agents that we want to do business with. Like you said, there's going to be those Terrell Owens agents that are jerks, and
right.
we want to do business with them anyways. But we are finding some really good agents that we enjoy doing business with, and that's what we're focusing on.
That's awesome, man. And just a few more questions as we wind things down, and it's just more just so the people get to know a little bit about us. Like, I'm just be blunt. How would you describe working with me, DJ Christofferson, in a few sentences?
Like you said, we haven't had a lot of individual talks, but I have messaged you on Facebook and through email, and you and your team, and it's inspiring to a point, because I know that you're you're teaching what you're doing, and it's nice to follow someone who puts the work in and is doing what they preach. So I guess it would be kind of inspiring to a point to where
awesome.
We know it can be done. So we're going to follow.
Yeah. Awesome. I don't know if you get do you get on Chris's calls on Thursdays at all?
I need to. I've been on a couple. It's been kind of crazy. I need to get on the calls more often.
Okay. Well, then I'll skip that question. I was going to ask, how's it with Chris on those calls? We'll skip that one.
Brian's been on more calls than I have, and I jump in and listen to some of the recordings, but I'm working on time blocking and time management a little bit more.
Yeah.
I also just I have a 4-week-old, so I'm struggling.
Oh, hey, congratulations. Yeah. Dude, it's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm going to get on the calls.
Awesome. And then last question, if a loan officer that's interested in working with us, what would you tell them?
Make the investment in yourself and in your business. I know it's not the cheapest thing in the world to do, but if you believe in yourself and in your business, what is better? Where is your money better spent? Right. In yourself and in your business, or with LendingTree, or with Zillow, or with Realtor, whatever it may be. If you believe in yourself, invest, and it will pay. So awesome. It's definitely worth it.
Cool, man. Well, I wanted to keep this short, but any last parting words?
No, not really. I enjoy the system and all the coaching, and I'm just looking forward to taking our business to another level. Trying to catch you maybe one day.
Dude, and don't worry about that. Any big plans for the weekend?
Spending time with the little one right now. That's no real big plans.
Is that your first?
My first, yeah. 4-week-old baby girl, Nora Page.
Yeah, we very, very awesome. We have 4, and it goes fast, man. So
that's what I keep hearing.
All right, brother.
Cool.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Of course, need anything, just reach on out to us. But you have yourself a good weekend. Enjoy that baby.
All right, thanks, man. You do the same. Take care.
Right. See you, brother.
Bye-bye.